Well, what do we have here? How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the Biden administration announcing a brand new travel ban, or quote unquote travel restrictions against several Southern Africa countries, including South Africa, obviously, and also Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi, starting this Monday, November 29th, 2021. Now, the reason why they're doing this is because there's a brand new strain of the bug called the Omicron variant. I don't know where they got that name, so please don't ask me, but that's what's going on. Now, this is beyond rich. Beyond rich. I'm talking about Scrooge McDuck, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, super rich. Why? Because just last year, the same people who were saying there's going to be a travel ban on some African countries are saying that a travel ban that Trump was trying to do when it came to China, for the same exact reason, trying to contain the bug. Oh, it's racist, it's xenophobic, and you're trying to block people from coming over here, making a good life for themselves. That's what they said last year. And as a matter of fact, we have receipts. Oh, yeah, you're going to have receipts over here. And everything that I'm saying will also be in the description box below so you can see it for yourself. But check this out. This is a tweet from Joe Biden on March 12th, 2020. Right when the virus first popped, right when it really first came to America, and they were talking about lockdowns and whatnot, right at that time, what does Biden say when he's trying to become the president? A wall will not stop the virus. Banning all travel from Europe or any other part of the world will not stop it. This disease could impact every nation and any person on the planet, and we need a plan to combat it. That's what he said. Again, March 12th, 2020, just last year. Okay. And here's another one. This is more exact. Again, twitter.com, links in the box. Trump further diminished the U.S. in the eyes of the world by expanding his travel ban. The new African ban is designed to make it harder for black and brown people to immigrate to the USA. It's a disgrace, and we cannot let him succeed. There's a whole think piece, a whole article on medium.com. You can check it out right here. Okay. It's right there, black and white. Check in the box. So that was back on February 1st, 2020, as far as the Medium article. And then again, what was that? March 12th, 2020, as far as the travel ban coming from China and whatnot to contain the bug. That's what he said back then on not one but two occasions. And remember, people like Nancy Pelosi talking about, oh, let's not ban Chinese travel, go to Chinatown, get some Chinese food, celebrate Chinese New Year. I think Chuck Schumer said that. They all said that on the left. They said that Trump trying to contain the virus, which is where the epicenter was, obviously in China, trying to contain it there was racist, it's xenophobic, it's hateful, you shouldn't do it. But here they are doing the exact same thing they say he was racist for. So here's a question, $1 million question. It's rhetorical maybe, but I want anyone that was feeling one way last year and feels differently this year to please explain it. Will the media cover this story the same way they covered what Trump was trying to do and what he did do last year? I'll wait. Anybody want to? I mean, come on. They're not going to cover it the same. They're probably going to try to ignore this story. They're probably going to try to ignore it. And I'm not even saying it's the wrong thing to do. I mean, I'm not necessarily knowing how widespread this variant is. It's not, that the virus is not really a big deal over in Africa, okay? Because, you don't have very many obese people in really poor countries. The one thing I hate is when people say there's a lot of obesity in America because of poverty. True poverty does not cause obesity. If you're truly in poverty, you don't have money for food. How are you going to be the size of a baby grand piano while at the same time being in poverty? It's because you're being subsidized by the federales, by the government, and or you live in a very rich country. Okay, you're able to feed yourself. I've seen some of these shows. What's that? My 600-Pound Life. You guys watch that? I saw somebody eat a serving tray full of food for one meal. And I only eat one meal a day on a regular size plate, a dinner plate. One meal a day. That's all I eat. And now I'm over 200 pounds. So imagine these people eating these big serving trays I'm talking about like you go to Applebee's and the wait staff come out with them little salt with them with the drinks on it, trying to balance it. One of those with all the food on it. They're eating that all day long. You cannot be in poverty and do that. But I digress. The whole point is that over in a lot of these countries, they don't have a lot of money to be able just to go eat whatever and just consume and consume and consume all day. So they're not obese. A lot of them are more fit, and they're already on certain things, certain antivirals or whatever you want to call them, HCQ, IVM. They've been on that for a long time anyway. So you get, they're not having high risk factors. They're taking the appropriate medication already over the counter. So they're straight. It's not really going to affect them, but it might affect us. So I understand the point of a ban or a pause. The same way I understood it back when Trump did it, especially when the virus first popped. We didn't know what was going on. We had no idea. All we knew was that the epicenter were obviously in China, and we saw some bodies drop in, people just spraying out blood. It was like a video game in real life. It was really crazy what we saw over there in China when the virus first popped. China stopped travel among themselves as far as from province to province, city to city within their nation, but they allow international travel. So it's no wonder why Italy got hit really hard, because there was a direct flight from Wuhan to, I think, Northern Italy somewhere. And right where that flight went is the epicenter of the virus in Italy. And a lot of people that's 100 years old or whatever, they passed away because you're at a high risk factor. You might be kind of overweight. You're definitely elderly, almost 100 years old. It was disastrous. So I get the point. However, if we're going to say it makes sense for Joe Biden to do this right now, then we must say that it made sense for Trump to do it last year. We got to say that. We can't just have this double standard. But you know what? I'm kind of just, spinning my wheels, because double standards are all the left have. Without double standards, they will have no standards. This is what they do all the time. They do the same thing. They tell you to do something, and then they do something else. They say, hey, you got to wear a mask. You got to get the shot. You got to do X, Y, and Z. And they do the exact opposite. They say, hey, watch your carbon footprint. Don't be trying to travel from your grandma's house in New York City to Buffalo, New York in your car. Don't do that. Don't get on the plane and travel. Stay home. Get everybody a shot. Get everybody a test. Meanwhile, they fly all over the world, chartered flights, burning up all kind of carbon. They got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 homes, thousands upon thousands of square feet. They don't care. They do pretty much whatever they want to do, but they tell you to do something else. Okay, they say that you're racist when you do a particular thing, but when they do it, it's fine. It's not meant in malice. We're doing it for the right reason. You see, we're trying to ban African travel because of safety. He was trying to ban it because of racism. But it's for once you look down into it, it's for the exact same reason. You want to contain the virus. You want to contain problems. And that's just pretty much it. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to the Biden administration for trying to do a lot of the same things that the Trump administration did, while when you were running, you called them racist. It's funny how that works, right? All right. People say that Trump didn't know what he was doing. He's incompetent. He's a feckless leader, all this and that. And the third, meanwhile, people that have come after him who say they hate him or don't like him are doing the exact same things that he did. So obviously, a lot of what he was doing made sense and it worked. Because if it didn't make sense, if it didn't work, then you probably wouldn't be doing it yourself, right? But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about the Biden administration doing the exact same thing Trump did as far as this African ban, trying to contain the bug? The same way Trump did last year with China, trying to contain the bug. How is it different? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys pretty much know where I'm at. I think this is really hilarious, really rich. And I just want to see how the media are going to cover it. Are they really going to cover it? Are they going to give it a fair shake on television, on the internet, on print media? Will they give it a fair shake, or will they just try to ignore it, sweep it under the rug, and pretend it doesn't exist? Just, hey, man, hear no evil, see no evil, that kind of thing. We'll see, but whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.